What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cash. No intro. You know, this one gotta be short, sweet, to the point. It's gonna be packed with a lot of information in a short period of time. So of course, I know a lot of you guys have heard that now she's getting a core reverse. Pretty much I don't know, like after what they did to Burnavis, it's like you might need to call these things different things, because there's one version that's really good and then there's Burnavis. The Burnavis treatment was absolute garbage. So Lepin, one of my favorite characters design wise. I've always said that her and Karen are one of my favorites. They're going to be reworking her. She's actually the Revenge. She's part of the Revenge. So same thing with my FC Frankie. FC Frankie, same thing. So this little marker revenge thing that comes into play afflicts marker revenge to an enemy that killed an ally. This buff is removed when the target with the marker revenge is killed or damaged by someone else with the same passive. So technically, the more of these characters that you have in the play, the better, and it will activate the awakening effect. Now the awakening effect that this chick have is ridiculous. Now she gets a buff of block 360 for free and decreases a critical hit by 180. Now all this stuff is cool. Attack speed goes up, all this other cool stuff. The first aid is elevated to the next one because she's technically legendary, so she would only have first aid too. Now the difference here is going to be this, which I've seen a couple people report on this, is that the grants heal over time. It shouldn't be random because it actually doesn't specify it properly here. Grants heal over time that heals one ally by 10% of own max HP. In the game, it's actually coded that it goes to the lowest HP character. So whoever is lowest on HP will get that buff. So now this, as you guys can see here, resets the turn of the ally. So what would happen here is, like, the perfect scenario would actually be more towards the First Guardians. The First Guardians would have been a really good time to do this, because you would purposely attack one of them, get Wrath countered, get low on HP, then Lepin eventually gets her turn, and then she would heal you, and on top of that, then you get your turn again. And depending on who is, you know, when this happens, it could really mean a lot of stuff. And it says that the special reset happens once every 6 turns, which is going to be a nightmare to keep track of. But it's all in all, it's really good. The heal also gets a little bit better. The heal over time is really good because it ticks every turn, so it's usually a really good heal. But this aspect of it is pretty cool. So if it works the same way as it did before, is that it goes on the lowest HP target. So if everyone's max HP, then I guess it's a free-for-all. But as far as, like, it actually, you know, it should go on the character with the least HP. They should get another turn. It should be someone that got counter hit or something like that, or possibly with people with their battery comps, it might be someone that didn't get sniped out fully or something of that nature. So this part's cool, but also this is an attack. Light of Purification is an attack, so it does have to land. And a lot of people's concern that I saw was with Summers of Blessing, the whole aspect of dodging the first water attack, frost attack in PvP. Even though I do think that, you know, revives and stuff like that are more PvE focused, but in PvP you're gonna have to either have two ice characters or something like that, which would make sense if she was to enter the meta. I don't think this character is negating Bathory in any way, shape, or form, so that would kind of make me think that, you know, Bathory would still be in there. I don't know who's quicker. Of course, we'll review the character when she comes into the game, and then we'll see all the fancy stuff. But so far, that this aspect, this skill, no matter how cool it is something that might have to go on round 2, which is a little bit weird. And you have the Blessings of the Fairy, which is her revive skill, but the revive skill says revives all dead allies and grants damage immunity. So it's kind of weirdly written. I don't know if that means that she gets damage immunity, or everyone that she revives gets damage immunity, or does everyone on the team at that point get damage immunity. I've been actually asking specifically for a AoE damage immunity character because it's funny. It's really funny. Also, even when it says heals characters, just keep in mind, if it works how it normally is intended, that the healer themselves takes a shit ton of damage when they revive, and the heal doesn't even heal. The heal goes for the alive allies. It's not written correctly. The alive allies get a heal. The healer that's casting the revive takes damage, and then all the allies, the dead allies, will come back with, like, very shit HP. Like, for this whole thing with damage immunity, if they come back with damage immunity, I guess that's cool, but I would have preferred if maybe, like, she just had a revive in which she didn't screw herself over or who knows how it's actually coded. If all of them, if every character that's alive plus dead gets damage immunity, she will be absolutely crazy, because this has nothing to do with hitting anyone, so you can always have access to this move. She is ice, so you know, as long as you have a tanky comp or just, you know, well invested units that have a lot of block, you'll definitely be able to have access to this. This is a burst heal as well, so really good. I think that you know, is it worth it? Because, you know, that's everyone's gonna ask, is it worth it? I think we gotta look, like I said, I gotta look at everything in comparison to it. And I just did the math. I did the quick maths. Hold on, let me pop it up to you guys. So I was just looking at this. So I can technically go for it, right? I have 27. So to do a pity, right, is 28 pity. So Valentina, right, is 28. That's gonna be 19,000. So I need to hold 19,000. If I want to do a 19 pity, it's 13,000. So if I wanted to do the Lepin pity, I'd have to spend 13,300. That would be taken out of my thing. That would leave me with 14,126. And then after that, you know, it would cost me about 5,000 ZEUZ to finish that off if I still wanted to go for Valentina. I think the odds that Valentina would come up after this is very low. The reason why is the same reason I told you guys, is that they just put Iris on the loading screen, and what it seems is though the person on the loading screen gets some time on the loading screen, so I don't think that she's going to be coming out anytime soon. No data mines or anything like that. It just, to me, makes sense. It's about, all that work was for something. They also had the cosplayer dress up as Iris and all this other stuff. Like they would start doing something of at least equivalent value, if you wanted, you know, for me to believe that, oh, they're gonna just take that off and promote Valentina immediately. It just would seem stupid. Like, and this, most gacha games are definitely about their business. It would be a stupid business decision, in my opinion, to do that. If I'm going to speak on behalf of the company, like on behalf of the company, don't do that. So I visualized that this one is going to come out. Lepin's going to come out, which is like how Annie came out, like just at that weird time period, but really good. But I don't know if this is meta breaking like Annie was. Like Annie was really strong. I'm not exactly sure if this is the same thing that we're dealing with here. But I still want it because I've always liked Lepin. I always like that costume specifically of her. It looks really cool. I don't care about Bernadette. It's nice that she's getting her own FC. That's Yao, if Yao is in fact blue and she's 28, yeah, no. I'll probably I don't really support the whole aspect of the blue one, so I'll throw a couple out there, couple of ZEUZ, maybe 1 up to 5 pulls or some stuff like that. Then we go Valentina, and in Valentina, if we have to spend money, that'll probably be the last time I spend money in this game to get 5,000 ZEUZ, which is ridiculous. But I remember, we're about to get the reset. We're about to get a lot of ZEUZ right now onto my account, so that 5,000 ZEUZ gap is actually gonna not be that bad by the time Valentina actually comes out. So I actually should be able to get both without even spending money. And that's, of course, I could luck out and get stuff early. Please do not send any more angry comments. Actually, most people are happy for me. Another thing that I would like to showcase while we're here, I got the PS4 running, baby, yeah. So most people don't know what that means, but what that really does mean is Ghost of Tsushima, baby, yeah. I've been telling some people that I was gonna do this playthrough. I just couldn't get my PS4 to work for a couple days, so it's gonna come. Now, let me know for those people that are here that are for that. I'm going to be doing it in a format where it's 30-minute episodes, and they will not be edited in any way, shape, or form. So it's gonna be the best way that I can keep up with Exos and any other game that I decide to cover. I can just do these at night. I can play this for a little bit, and it'd be a little bit easier for me that I don't have to edit anything. So if there's funny moments or anything like that, it's just gonna be funny moments, funny, cool stuff that is gonna be in there, which is really dope, which is really cool, really dope. So hopefully you guys look forward to that. I'm gonna start working on that. Like I said, it's just much easier if I can just go 30 minutes, and then just kind of pump them out. And then when I need to do an Exos video, I can just stop. Because the problem that I did with Final Fantasy is that I did like an hour, and it pretty much rendered my computer useless. I couldn't do anything on my computer really. Like I couldn't work on other videos for like hours because I wanted to render it in 720p, and Oh, sorry, not 1080p. Like I wanted it to look gorgeous, which I'm gonna do with Ghost of Tsushima too. But if I do it in like smaller segments, I think I want to do it like 5 at a time, like just have them kind of stacked up so you guys can watch them all and like binge watch them, I guess, as one flowing movement. And I just kind of want to see how that works. If that works for you, let me know. If it doesn't, then maybe I'll do the whole hour, or maybe try to do like those 20-minute, 15-minute, but they're heavily edited. But the issue with that is that I don't know, I've never done editing to that degree when it's like a story-based game. I tried to do it with Final Fantasy, but they were still an hour long because I wanted to showcase like the environments and stuff like that. But I've tried to learn from my boy Afro how to do it. It's really difficult, like, to know what you think people want to see and what, you know, what you want to skip over, what you don't care about. But when I play a game, I care about a lot of stuff, so it's kind of hard for me to just be like, that's not important. So I don't know, you guys tell me. I have some other special announcements, but that's going to be a separate video because I want to really talk about something, and it's some juicy stuff, some juicy stuff. So good things are happening, boys. Good things are happening. We got sexy fairies. Well, actually, hold on, before I say sexy fairies, hold on. 23 years old, baby, we good. So we got sexy fairies in the game with all the cool stuff on there. We got Ghost of Tsushima coming soon. Not by tomorrow or some crazy shit like that. Don't get ahead of yourself now, boy. But that's coming soon. At least some parts of it, so you guys can see it and deem if you like it. Or I could just review it. I could play it on my own and just review it. That's another option, guys. I don't have to do a playthrough. I could just play it on my own and then review the game. And I can do that. I just want to start getting reviews on the channel. You know, that's kind of what that purpose is. So yeah. Fuck. My memory is always so fuzzy, bro. What else did I have to tell you? Oh yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Buy the merch, and just remember that every day at the casino is your lucky day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.